Welcome back to this third hour of Hereticus, and we're still doing a lot of fighting, fighting some gangers.
Yeah, well, it's thinned out considerably amongst them. Let's put it that way.
It has. So, Tim.
Boom! Pop goes the meat balloon.
Are you aiming for the same guy you shot at before?
Is he on fire?
Nope, he is not.
Is he about to be on fire?
Well, that certainly depends.
From what I can see.
No, well, so that depends on Accolon's actions, really, because he's if Accolon chooses to use his flamer, which can Accolon use his flamer?
I did say last night he's run out of ammunition for it. He'd need to reload.
Right. So you're probably seeing Accolon doing some kind of switchy weapon, or basically, at least you can see that he doesn't intend to use his flamer, and the guy you just shot is not on fire. So.
And he's getting close to Accolon.
Yeah, he's been able to shoot at Accolon.
Oh no, that won't do. I gotta cover my body.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, definitely going to pop his meat balloon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't know you cared enough. Thank you.
Oh, it's pure practicality, really.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay.
Oh.
So this guy goes down like potatoes. Yeah.
Thank you, John. That was delightful.
Yep.
It's like fizzing, hissing sound as all that lovely crimson champagne comes pouring out of it.
Oh, that's disgusting!
You started it. You literally opened the floodgates in this case.
So one of the bodyguards.
You are not helping right now. You know that, right?
Yes, I thought you knew me.
So, Sister Francesca, do you want to dodge? Start of the round, so you can if you want to.
Yeah, sure. Might as well try.
Because he might actually roll a 10 on his.
Wow! For once, I didn't roll in the 80s or 90s. Incredible.
Let's see how much he did roll. Okay, so.
That would have been enough to actually, not hurt her, but that would have been the maximum that she could have taken without getting hurt. So
he does need to roll a natural 10 on the die. Okay, cool. Okay, so some of the grunts outside, 15, 17, and 18, they're all able to shoot at Accolon. One of them hits.
Careful there, buddy.
Okay, so you described that he ducked down back to cover, so it just hits the rockcrete he's sitting behind or crouching behind. So that takes a bit more damage.
Okay.
And I imagine it can take a few more bullets before it starts becoming ineffective as cover. They're chipping away at it. So Accolon, what do you want to do?
Scream.
Say what?
Scream.
Scream?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Ice cream, we scream, you scream for ice cream?
No.
Yes, throw ice cream at them.
I don't have ice cream. So
that would be an awesome psychic power, though.
It would be. The 41st millennium would be a much happier place if psychos could spontaneously produce ice cream.
Yes.
I think it would lose its grim darkness if you did that. Anyway, how much would it take to drop my flamer and draw my las pistol? Would that be a half action or a full action?
To drop your flamer is basically a free action. You just release your grip on it, and drawing your weapon should be a half action if I remember correctly.
Okay. Not sure what I can do with the other half action with it at this point, but
you can shoot.
Yes, and expose myself again.
Yes, expose yourself. Please do.
Well, I might as well. What other choice do I have?
Wait for Tim to take them down one at a time?
Yes, but you won't get... No offense, but you won't take them down fast enough.
Well, there's truth to that, because Accolon has seen Tim miss once or twice, so... Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I really have.
Clearly, he's having doomsday visions because that could never happen.
Yes, I'm gonna shoot at. I'm gonna shoot at one of them with my las pistol.
Okay. Cool.
I just need to roll my. It's been so long since I've used an actual weapon.
Yes, it has.
I'm just rolling my ballistic skill. Yes.
Yes. And no modifiers or penalties or.
I didn't think so. Well, I'm gonna. You know what? I've got fate points. I haven't actually had a chance to spend any, so I'm gonna do that now. We'll try again.
Okay.
Only to fail even harder.
Well,
Francesca, what do you want to do?
well, there are still, technically speaking, still living things in here. Is there still anything going on with the doors up the stairs or something? Or
Would you give me a perception, rather awareness test?
yeah, I can try.
Yep.
Sooner or later, I guess.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Sooner or later, I might make it.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Okay.
No,
That's
later.
actually the opposite of what you failed with last time.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll take the auto cannon shots when they arrive, I guess. Or something. And in the meantime, I'm going to try to finish the final ones of this. You know, how many are there left, and are any of them on fire? I can't remember.
Let's see. You have 2 grunts left. None of them on fire. You have 2 lieutenants.
And they're
left.
both they're neither of them are as well.
Nope.
So, okay, how many of them can I get with another squirt of that?
Either the 2 lieutenants or the 2 grunts.
All right, I'll finish off the lieutenants.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So, let's see.
Ouch.
One of them, at least,
Succeeds, but yeah. The other one is burned. Let's do some damage to his unholy backside.
Yeah,
There you
he did. I'll just remove.
I'm impressed by the fact that these assholes keep fighting and not running. They are surrounded by their own comrades going up as torches. They can't, they keep going ding, 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 ding whenever they shoot at her, and they still keep coming. I am impressed at their courage, I have to say.
Well, there are certain reasons for that, but
One of them being that since you keep going ding, 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 they think they've won something.
Oh, right, of course.
So that was Francesca's turn. She just incinerated another ganger. Outside, let's see, 16 and 20. 16 is stunned. Well, he isn't anymore because that was last turn. So he can shoot at... Well, he can. Do you want to dodge Akalon?
What?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
Give me a moment to do that.
Well, hang on. So 03, what is that hit location wise?
That's still
Well, you
ahead.
roll 3. No, you roll a 3, so you hit him in 30.
Yes, and what is that? I can't. I don't have.
13
left
is left arm.
Okay, so that is still a hit. Arms and head are exposed.
Yes, they are. So I shall try to dodge.
Yes. Damn.
Very
Well, at least I'm dodging better than I'm shooting.
Yep.
For now, touch wood, fingers crossed, rabbit lucky foot thing.
Inside the church, one of the grunts tries to hit Francesca. Nope. Outside, number 14, he is able to... He does, you can't dodge, so you take damage.
That's in the right arm. So that's 20. That's right arm.
Yes, and you take 8 points of damage to your right arm.
Remember to subtract both armor and toughness.
Yes. And that was 14. The last grunt inside takes a shot. He hits you, Francesca. Do you want to
I've
dodge it?
already dodged this round, so.
Okay, so let's see if he can do some damage. 8, so he can't. So basically he has to roll a 10 on the die. Okay. And the two remaining.
At which point it might get interesting anyway, because then open. He might re-roll to hit again.
Yep. So the two remaining outside don't hit anything. So top of the round, Tim.
Yes. Are any of them on fire?
Nope.
All right.
I'm actually lying to you. One of them is on fire.
Is the other one unharmed?
There are plenty of them who are unharmed.
Didn't you say there were only 2?
No. There are. If I said I was lying, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left outside.
Okay. Is at least one of them unharmed?
Yes.
Got it. What kind of action was it to use that quick switch thingy I installed on my gun?
Free action.
Yeah, I think Tim does a very, very small sigh, flips the thing, and tries to see if he can't pop a guy in one shot this time.
Okay.
And that would incidentally be one of the ones that are unharmed.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright, so that is a hot shot.
Okay.
That means it does +1 damage, armor pen 4, and I roll twice for damage, taking the better result.
Yes. Okay.
That would be 14 with armor pen 4
Yes.
to the head.
Okay, so one of them to the head. One of them drops.
Good.
Yes. This guy specifically. So yeah, you are definitely doing rather well.
How many are left now?
So outside there are 7 left.
7
And
left, I call.
3 inside, as far as you guys can tell. So the bodyguard inside, who is still remaining, and this is a clue for Francesca because he looks up toward a balcony up on one of the stories further up, rather expectantly.
So maybe a bonus this round.
Well, it is his turn, so he to perceive. Yeah, sure. I'll give you a bonus or to hear. And he takes a shot at you as when he realizes that something isn't quite happening that should happen. 33, and his ballistic skill is 35. So
3 hits.
Yep.
Fantastic. Let me see if I can dodge.
Okay.
Try it.
Sure.
Nope. Yep. Ding.
So close. So close. Okay, so 3 of the his weapon jams. So you see one of them. One of them. There's a slight. There are sparks coming out from his stubber, and he curses vehemently at the weapon. Unable to shoot this round, and until he gets a chance to fix it, actually.
Sucks to be him.
Yeah, sucks to be him indeed. Akalon, what do you want to do?
Might try using a psychic power on one of these bozos.
Okay.
Excellent.
Let's see. Yes, Force Bolt if I can do it.
Oh, yes.
See.
Force Bolt is nice.
Force Bolt is nice. Now, If only I remembered how to do it. It's been so long since I've had to do anything like this.
It has.
I'm terrible at this.
No, it's been long. It's been a
Okay,
long
so
time.
which of these buttons do I press? Is it the side button or is it just something?
So let's see. You make a power roll by rolling a number of dice up to their psi rating, and
yes, of
adding
course.
their willpower bonus.
Yeah. How many do you want to roll? What is your power rating?
My psi rating is 3.
Good. So you can roll 1, 2, or 3 dice. How many do you want to roll? If you roll, I believe it's 9.
Yes.
On any of them, you get Perils of the Warp, and the more 9s you roll, the worse it'll be. So just remember that the more dice you roll, the greater the chance of you doing more and extra damage and so on. But on the other hand, there's also an additional chance of doing something nasty.
Well, 2 dice. I've also got Power Well, which is +1 to manifest rolls, if that's of any use.
Okay.
This?
So I add 1 to my modifier in this case, so 6.
Yes.
And you also add your willpower bonus if that isn't added already.
Which is 5 in this case.
Yep.
21.
And there are no 9s, so...
What is the threshold? This is important. What is the threshold?
God, I can't remember.
And is there an overbleed effect?
There probably is with Force Bolt.
I believe there is. I believe it's for every 5 points you're above the threshold, you do 1 more damage.
Just looking it up.
Cool.
Biomancy, divination, pyromancy, telekinesis. Force bolt, threshold 13.
Good.
Okay.
So that's +1 damage.
Yes, extra 5 equals +1 damage, so it's +2 in this case.
Where's the extra +1 from?
No, it's 8 over your threshold.
Oh, okay, fair enough. My apologies.
No worries.
Yep, it's for every 5 in whole points over.
Yes.
So it's +1, and you have a willpower rating of what?
Willpower, what, bonus or?
Yeah,
rating?
what's your willpower bonus?
5.
Good, then that's 1d10 plus 6, I believe.
Yes.
1d10 plus 6. 12.
Nice.
Okay, so one of them is currently on fire. Another is not on fire, but he is severely injured. Are you targeting one of those two, or are you targeting one of the others who haven't been injured?
I'm targeting one of the injured ones because they're the most clear and present threat.
Right. So how does the one on fire or the one who isn't on fire?
Oh, sorry, as I said, the ones that haven't been wounded.
Oh, sorry, the ones who haven't been wounded. Okay, cool. Okay. Cool.
If I can wound more of them, it might take more of them out of the game a bit longer and give Tim a chance to actually get some kill shots in.
So
I've already had kill shots.
We need more kill shots.
Well,
Okay.
that's not how you said it.
So how does he die? How does this force bolt manifest?
It rips a giant hole in the man's chest.
Ooh, nice.
So you can see the bits of ribcage jutting out at the sides, and just like some part of the esophagus sort of dangles down as he falls over.
I like that. Surgically bloody.
Yeah, he did.
You did.
Okay, so I'm just going to make a few rolls here for the remaining guys.
Yes, now they know that they're dealing with a psyker.
Let's see. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Okay.
Jesus Christ. I mean Sanguinius.
Yes, I was about to say, who's he?
Yes.
Is this a chaos god?
Well, there is evidence to suggest that the Emperor masqueraded as Jesus Christ around that time, so...
Okay,
Sorry.
so what happens is that these guys witness a psyker in action, and most of them at least, 4 of them are absolutely terrified by this, and they run.
Yes.
They decide that they would rather live tomorrow as well.
Yes, exactly. And
Let's see if Tim agrees.
Shoot them.
Francesca, it's your turn.
Yes.
So
Well, she's
You
just
have
seen
a-
that thing from him looking up there.
Mhm.
I mean, I think that is naturally going to get her interested, because why the hell is he looking in that direction in the middle of a gunfight?
right, I agree.
So can she see what she can see where he's looking up to the top of the stairs or something, right?
Yes. He's looking up onto a there's a balcony further up, or a gallery,
Right.
and
Right.
she's basically he's basically looking up there.
And can I get up there somehow, or
Well, you would have to, like you said, find a staircase and get up there, and that would take several rounds. for you to
yeah,
get up
no,
there.
but I could conceivably set the whole thing ablaze from down here, though.
Yeah, you've already set large chunks of this room ablaze. But
Yes,
yes,
basically, I think that's what she's going to do. She's not going to actually shoot at any of the remaining guys in here. All she's going to do is she's going to say, as she turns her flamer up towards that place and just, incinerates the location and tries to set the balcony itself on fire, she will just say, completely dispassionately, she will just say, "You've already lost. Run."
okay. Let's see how the remaining guys react to that. So there are 3 grunts, or 2 grunts and 1.
Lieutenant left. I mean, look at the devastation, for God's sakes.
They don't really fare all that well. So, so the thing is, they're kind of cornered.
Really?
Yes.
Isn't there a back door out of this place?
Well, there would be, but this church
It's
is
on
basically
fire.
packed up against other
Right.
debris. So there isn't. There would back in its heyday when it was an actual church and not a ruin, there would have been. How
still
do they
the-
react?
There's still the front door, and now she's momentarily at least turned her flamer somewhere else.
Yeah, but she's a demon from hell, or demon from the warp, so they're not getting anywhere near her. What they do is that the lieutenant basically goes down on his knees and throws his weapon away and just holds up his hands. And
he surrenders.
He surrenders, yes. And the 2 grunts do the same. When it's their turn. It's not quite their turn yet, but it will be soon. So outside,
Yeah. Well, when I see that he does that, and I see the others start moving down to their knees, she says into the speaking out of turn thing. It's just basically tells the others the situation in here is pacified. The last 3 have surrendered. I'm guarding Medea's body.
So outside, meanwhile, Akalon, you're being fired upon.
Yes, and he's heard the first news that Medea's actually down. So he's a bit.
No, she said that earlier.
Yeah. She
Oh,
should-
fair enough. Maybe it started to sink in then, though, having mentioned it a second time.
Yeah.
So okay.
He's such a nice little innocent boy.
Mm-hmm.
Not entirely. I mean,
One.
not entirely.
I mean, this is a world where people die, and it's just
That's
meh.
true.
And then there's him going, "Oh, she did."
Yeah,
People he knows.
Let's
Yeah.
face it, there isn't many people who would ever miss a scummer in the first place.
Meanwhile, would Akalon like to dodge a bullet?
Always.
Also 40 is that? What is that? He rolled 4 on his to hit, so that's 40 regards to hit location.
40 is the body.
Like body.
Oh, so that's behind cover, so no worries.
Okay, I don't need to dodge at all then.
Well, I'll just roll some damage for the okay, cool. Let's see. So the ones inside the church have surrendered. The last two remaining outside the church. One of them is on fire, and you'll need to roll me a d10, please.
Yep. On its own? Yes, I assume its own.
It's just a d10. It's not it's not plus anything. Okay,
6.
there it goes. Okay, cool. So that's 3. He's still standing, but let's see if he can and he can extinguish the flames.
Oh, nice.
Bastard.
But that's his turn then.
It is his turn. He spends his entire action basically doing that. One remaining grunt is able to fire. Doesn't hit anything. Tim, top of the round.
Alright, so some of them fled.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many are left? Because Tim quickly makes the decision that minimizing casualties is probably more important in this case.
There are... well, actually I shouldn't have rolled that last one. There are 3 left outside.
One of
Who
them
have
just stopped being on fire, was flailing. One of them shot at Akalon, and what did the last one do?
Also shot at Akalon, but didn't hit anything.
Which one looks the healthiest?
Let's see. So I'll
They
remove...
live in the underbelly. None of them look healthy.
Which one looks the least on fire and filled with bullet holes?
So here's what I'll do. I'll just remove the ones that... and... 18 is the one whose weapon was jammed, so...
This is what flamers will do in confined spaces.
Yes.
Yep.
Very, 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 very useful weapons, but...
Yep.
Only situationally.
I'm still quite unhappy about the fact that, out of character at least, I'm kind of unhappy that I hit Medea, but...
These things are...
Them's the breaks.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
are, but something had to be tried. I mean, for God's sake, God.
I mean... I don't know. If it had been me, I would probably have held fire.
And I to be fair, it's what are the odds that you roll within those 10?
Yeah.
It's really not that high.
Well, knowing I look very high, very good.
Yeah.
So,
I need to figure out the last one who vamoosed.
yeah, sure, I just
Let's
want to
go
target.
with that one. Okay, so two of the ones who are still remaining are unharmed.
And they're both firing on Akalon.
Yeah, they're both firing on Akalon.
And the last one is flailing, trying to put out fire.
Yeah.
Right, let's pop one of the ones that are firing.
Sure.
And again, Tim flips back to the normal ammunition because, well, otherwise you'd need to use a full round to reload, and I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Half action to aim, and poof.
Poof indeed.
Barely. Wait, that was wrong.
Yep. 1d20. Okay.
Aww.
So minus their toughness.
Remember, it's in the head.
They're tough hits.
Oh, and remember, my long last has a penetration of 1.
Yeah, but they don't have any armor in the head.
Doesn't the head normally have a hardness?
I don't think so.
Nope. That's not in this game, that's in GURPS.
Ah, fair enough.
Okay. So he's still standing and still firing at Akalon. Meanwhile, the bodyguard in the inside has surrendered, and he's still surrendering, really. So he doesn't do anything. The guy that Tim just shot at looks up and starts running toward the church Tim is located in.
Huh.
So,
Annoying sack of shit.
going for Tim. And since the church, he is able to this round to reach the church. So you can't see him at this point because he's inside.
Mm.
Akalon, what do you want to do?
Is the guy running towards Tim in sight? I mean, in range of Akalon at this point.
Let's say he has cover, which means that his left arm and left leg are exposed. The rest have he's moved inside.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I think Tim can handle himself. He did quite well last time.
Yeah, and those were trained killers. These aren't.
Yeah. All right.
And you still have 2 grunts outside to worry about.
I do.
Yes.
So.
Rip another rib cage open?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool.
Same roll as before, I think.
Okay, so 2 2d10. Okay, cool.
+6.
Yes.
2
Nice.
8s.
And still no 9s. What a shame.
Imagine if those were 2 9s.
I really look forward to when you actually do roll a 9.
I will. I did. I think once. I've
Yeah,
it
you
was
did.
only
You did.
yes.
You have had a phenomenon. That's true.
Yes.
Okay,
Anyway,
so 22.
It's 1
That's
an hour roll.
yeah, that's the same damage as before.
Yep. So 1d10 plus 6 again. Okay. 11.
Okay. And so one of them is uninjured, and another is very close to death.
Get rid of the guy who's dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
Well,
is that the guy that's just put the fire out on himself?
yeah, he did.
Yes. So he's just put the fire out. He's feeling a bit pleased, and then suddenly his head comes off.
Yep, exactly.
That's so unpleasant.
Yes.
You'd think you didn't like the man.
You know,
So-
you do realize Akalon does occasionally have an unpleasant streak in him.
So,
Yeah.
Francesca, what are you going to do this round?
I'm having made certain that the 2 that place up there is actually, as I said, on fire.
Yes,
The
it should
balcony?
be mentioned that it's mostly stone.
Yeah, but
So,
it's
but still, yeah, it's from lithium
You know,
fuel flame. So
exactly. So that's the
Yep.
point, is that it's a bit like napalm. So
Yep.
there will be burning shit all over the place.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm good with that. I'm definitely good with that. I think that's. She's going to pick up what is left of Medea, over her shoulder.
Sure.
Well,
She's
she were
gonna-
hit in the chest, so
Yeah. So
she should
well,
be somewhat whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. She swings the flamer back over her back, takes out the bolter, which she could fire, without. So, and then she takes Medea over her shoulder,
Sure.
and she looks back to the men who are surrendering, and she just repeats, "I told you, run," and then she starts moving outside. She's giving them a chance to escape with their lives.
Cool.
That's benevolent of her.
She
Yeah.
doesn't give a shit about these men. They're not the leaders.
So
And
outside.
she's got far better things to do with a wounded teammate
That's true.
than keeping guard over 3 mooks who probably won't know a damn thing anyway.
So outside. So I'll just remove that guy, and that guy. Number 7 is going for Tim. Number 19, or rather number 16, is going for Akalon. Nope. It doesn't hit anything. So it's top of the round then. Tim.
Tim says over the communication system that Akalon, I'm going to deal with the one who came in here. You'll have to deal with the last one on your own. And then I think, having probably chosen a good room, he'll set up position aiming at the entrance of the room, ready to shoot the guy's head off when he enters.
Okay. Cool. So you've picked a spot, a good vantage point. That means you've picked. You're not sitting on the ground floor. You're a few floors up. It'll take a while for him to reach you, and he's probably not running, dashing up the stairs. He's moving He is up against a trained killer. He knows this by now, because you've done nothing but headshots.
Yeah.
So it'll take a while for him to reach you.
Can I, calculate how long I think it'll take him?
You
If you
guess
know.
5-6 rounds maybe.
In that case, I think since he seemed to know which room I was in, Tim would like to move so that he's in a position to shoot this guy when he carefully approaches the room he thinks I'm in.
Could you roll me a stealth check, please, or a silent move, please?
That's actually kind of clever.
Yeah.
Nice thinking there.
Yeah.
Do I get any bonuses?
I think you'll get. No, I don't think you will. No, just a regular silent move.
I would like to re-roll that one. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll actually, what I'll give you is another chance to do this, because there's a few rounds until he actually reaches you. So you're aware that maybe you made some sound that you weren't supposed to make or something. Maybe you farted or whatever, and and so you have this suspicion that he is onto you. He's aware that you're not in the same room. But next round I'll give you another chance to do it.
Cool.
So basically, he spends his turn moving up through the church cautiously. Akalon, what do you want to do?
I would like to deal with this last idiot.
Cool.
Possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. How inclined? I mean, does he look in any position to fight back?
Yes, he does.
Good. Excellent. I'm going to risk not using a psychic time around.
Okay.
And just take a shot at him with my las pistol.
That's a hit.
Excellent. And I must now roll 1d10 plus 2. 6.
6 minus his toughness. So he's still standing, still able to
Dear God.
to kill you. Francesca.
Yes.
So you have Medea.
Yeah, I'm just moving. I want to go back outside. I've got the weapon at the ready, so if I make it to the door and I can see there's one guy that's still there, maybe take a pot shot at him. But
You can't reach him with your flamer.
No. I said I swung the flamer to the back because
that's
I
right,
can't
that's
carry
right,
the
that's
flamer
right.
on one hand and her over the shoulder. It's a two-handed weapon.
That's true. So it's basically one increment, range increment out from you.
Yeah, sure.
So, but yeah, you can absolutely hit him.
Yeah, that's a minus 10, and then I
Yeah.
burst, so it's another with the bolters, so that's plus minus. It
Yep.
adds up. Yep. Might as well try.
I agree.
There you go. That's 2 hits.
Yeah, it is one for hitting and one for every other degree of success. So
Yeah, exactly. So that's 2 hits.
So let's see some damage.
Sure, I get outside and see this guy and promptly do 13 and 14 points of damage with a penetration of 4.
So he's about to take a shot at Akalon when you step outside and kill him.
Yeah. And
Well-
actually, let me just have a look at what target is. I hit him in. I roll 28, so that's 82. What's that? Let's just take a look. 82 is a leg, so basically I rip his leg off.
Yes, he did. So that leaves one single grunt, who's trying to see if he can find Tim, and it's basically Tim's turn. So
Well, since I have an idea that he has an idea where I am, let's up the ante and move to a room where I'm prepared for him checking the location where he thinks I am now, so that I can shoot him when he checks that place.
Sure.
You're being really, really clever about this whole thing, aren't you?
And unfortunately, really shit at moving silently. You know what? Fuck it. I'll use my last reroll on that one. Go, point subtracted.
Just crawl out the window, come down to where we are.
No, I succeeded!
Yes!
Okay, so here's the thing. I'll give you a free shot at this guy. As he moves past you, certain that you're in another room he's moving toward.
Question.
Yes.
Is this the round immediately after, or is there a round in between?
No, there's a round in between.
Right, I'll use that round to load.
Okay, cool. So, yeah. Meanwhile, I should probably ask, though, is there anything specific Akalon and Francesca wants to do?
Yeah, she's heading over to where he's sitting and putting Medea's body down next to him, and she does look at him and say, she was getting cut down by the leader. I took a shot and I hit her. She's being honest about it up front. She doesn't want this to be something that comes out later on.
Akalon is mainly concerning himself with the business of using his heal minus psychic ability. One thing I'd like to point out is it's got a threshold of 7, and my willpower bonus and power well bonus gives me +6. So even if I roll a 1, I'm going to hit 7.
Yeah.
So do I still need to roll it? Or...
Yes, because there is a chance for psychic phenomena.
Of course,
that's true.
Those all important 9s.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You are dealing with the powers of the warp, so...
Yes, you stir the warp, you shall reap the warp storm.
But
7,
in
13.
this case, there's no issue. No.
And now I need to roll. Now I need to roll 1d5 and find out how much. Remove and target the power moves 1d5 points of damage, removing critical damage first. So if I roll a d10 and then we just halve the result.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to roll a d5, and before you suggest typing it out, I don't know how to do that, and I don't want to take that long. So.
Well, the question is though, because Medea is dead. Unless she burns a fate point.
So we need to know by now.
So if Medea has no intention of burning a fate point, she's dead, and doing your heal thing doesn't do anything. If she does want to spend the fate point, she's up at 0 wounds, and it's not critical.
Okay.
So
the time has come.
The time has come indeed.
To make a choice.
Yes.
Aya, are you there? Oh, she's
She
typing.
is typing. So, probably noisy dog.
Probably.
Might be. Okay. So, okay. So here's the thing: it doesn't work, and that I've not made any decision. That's not for me to do. But the psychic power doesn't work. We'll figure out. We'll figure out if Medea somehow returns later. But for now, the psychic power doesn't work. For all intents and purposes, as far as Akalon can tell, Medea is indeed dead.
Akalon, sort of, wipes his face with his hand, sort of, put his hand in his face and rubs at it, and then looks to Francesca and says, just head in the direction of Tim, just in case he needs help.
All right.
Speaking of Tim.
Hi.
You have a chance to kill this guy.
Yes, I would very much like to take it. So since I used the last round to load, I'm probably just going to take a half action to aim.
Oh, you have enough to do a full thing.
And that's a modifier of +20, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can hit, now that it actually counts. Good.
Yep.
And what I loaded was, of course, one of those that really hurt.
One of them there hotshots.
I accidentally pressed roll 1/2 of a d10.
Oh.
I guess that's only 11 points of damage, but with 4 armor pen.
Well, fortunately, that's enough to kill him. So he steps into
go
view,
away.
certain that you're in some other room somewhere. He thinks he's figured you out, that he's outsmarted you, and so, but he's absolutely not prepared for the last shot that kills him. And he dies. He crumbles to the ground dead.
I think Tim checks him just to be sure. And then he moves to the vantage point he had earlier to see if the others still need help. And when it becomes apparent that they don't, he'll move down to them.
I think at this point, that's when they're starting to move toward Tim to help.
Yeah.
And so
Also
Tim then
taken care of.
We hear the sort of whining, cracking of the las gun going off, and then Ackland is just like, oh, never mind.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
And you meet up eventually as Tim moves down to meet you.
Well, Francesca, she just for a brief moment, she takes her helmet off, only to run, a hand over her hair, and then she puts the helmet back on. But it's like she just needed to breathe real, not rebreathed air. And
Not that the air down here is much better, but
No,
yeah, I get
no.
what you mean.
and there's no question from the look on her face that this is definitely affecting her.
Yeah.
That it's definitely affecting her. That she's partly responsible for this. And she looks at the other two, and she says he had a small army, and he was armed with a chainsword, and he clearly knew how to use it. And he was taking pieces out of her, and so were his friends. I mean, look at the number of bullet holes in her.
I think at that point, Tim goes over
So-
and performs appropriate religious
Yeah.
gesture
Well,
and says a little prayer.
So she's not quite done. So she says, and then she was hard pressed. I had just come in. I had fired the flamer once. I realized it. Either I took down the leader, or the leader took down her. So I tried to shoot him, and the bolt struck her, and it didn't kill her outright. It got her attention, and then they shot her twice more while she was distracted. It was, yeah. You wouldn't be able to recognize the leader in there. I burned him to a cinder, but Emperor preserve me. This was not. I'm
I think
sorry.
that's when you guys all hear the sound of someone desperately grasping or taking a deep breath.
You
They are-
punctured my fucking lung, Francesca.
She just looks at the body of her companion in astonishment, and it's clearly this is she's completely baffled by this. and she folds her hands and immediately begins to pray. This is, she should have been dead. She was dead for all Francesca knew.
I think Tim does the same.
I had no idea gun could throw you that far. At least I got out of the way, didn't I?
You did, and he died. I got him. I am so sorry, Medea. You have no idea. I am so sorry. And then she basically said, "We need to get you. We need to get you back up to the Tricorn. We need to get you into medical care right now."
Heine.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Good.
My mouth is stuffed with food, so...
Oh, that's fair. Does Tim know if, seeing as she's probably in quite a critical condition, if giving her a stim would make her survival more likely, or if it would fuck her up?
Well, let's have a look at stims, shall we? Stims, let's go to the armory. To the armory!
To the bat armory.
Stim. Stim is a powerful drug that works to mask pain and drive fighters on when their bodies would otherwise give up. A dose of Stim lasts one... blah 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 blah. During this time, the character ignores any negative effects to the characteristics from damage or critical damage and cannot be stunned. I think in game it makes sense for Tim to use it, but even if it mechanically doesn't really have much of an effect, because first of all she's at 0 wounds, and Achelon's psychic power did help, which is
so she can't feel pain in the first place.
No, and it basically Achelon's heal thing is what made her conscious. Otherwise, she would have been unconscious on 0 wounds. So yeah.
Well, in that case, do you want me to roll a chem use, or can I just say I administer it?
Just administer it. It's cool.
Yeah, Medea, have this. That should make it easier.
How?
Helps your body cope with the stress of being injured. We should go.
Yes, we should.
Medea just slips her arm. Can someone drag me?
Francesca carries her.
Okay, and with that, I think we'll fade to black and take our last break for the evening, and we'll be right back.
Alright!